Hello, so this is my first studio session of this year. Was supposed to go in last week, but we were both too sick for that. I am still too sick to sing because I'm like a little bit stuffed up. We can still work on other things, so that's probably what we'll do today is work on some instrumental things. It's funny because like the first project, all I need are background vocals for that last song, and my tea almost fell. I keep saying that, and it's still true, but we'll get there. Obviously it's not going to be this week because I don't want them to sound like snipply, but it's going to happen. My goal this year is to start releasing that project, so I've been working on some businessy stuff for that, and I'm really excited to get to it. So yeah, I guess that's it for now. I'll see you in the studio.
You're making her cough.
Hey man, that's not the worst thing you've done.
I don't remember what I said. When you said, did you say what I said? I don't remember what I said.
Oh,
I said I'm always sincere.
Sincere. I thought you said I'm always here, and I was like even when we're not? You sleep here?
I'm always watching. We should leave that whole thing in there, and then right at the very last second before it goes to the next part of the interlude, strip it down to one thing. It sounds cool.
I think it sounds cool. I think there's just maybe a couple of sounds that probably didn't work.
Settle down. Alright, I'll just start auditioning them.
No, I'm coughing when I laugh, and that wasn't even happening before.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Maybe it's like I want to be like you, so I'm kind of mimicking.
Flatteries.
I want to be cool like you.
I mean, what is that saying? I don't know. Copying is the most...
Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say something like flattery won't work on me.
That saying's what people
It will.
say.
Yeah. I need validation.
Rip off someone else's song.
Yeah. It's perfect.
Okay.
So that was something.
There's the raw version. What?
I like that, but I don't like the last note. Does that work?
It works for me. Definitely works.
Okay.
And it's a little less out of the 4-bar box too.
Yeah.
Which I'm always gravitating towards as I'm building on a grid.
And I gravitate towards not being in box.
Yeah. You want to hear this whole section?
Sure. Hello. So I just got out of the studio and we worked on what I thought we were going to work on because I'm still not feeling I'm still stuffed, so I can't really sing. And yeah, so we worked on some instrumental stuff for project number 2. And we're getting really, really close for that too, so I'm really excited. It's like we're like finalizing project number 1, and like project number 2 is very close behind, so I'm really excited about that. Yeah, that's it for now. So I guess I'll see you guys in the next whatever. Yeah. Alright, this is another songwriting vlog, and I am continuing to work on the song that I've been working on, and I haven't worked on it in a while because I'm trying, my New Year's resolution or my 2024 focus is to focus on releasing music. So I've been focusing on that. But I do want to still do like at least a half hour. My goal is a half hour songwriting every week, which if I don't get it done, that's fine. But that's like my bare minimum goal of like 30 minutes of focus. So I've been trying to figure out how to get this second verse to be like slightly different than the previous sections, because the previous sections are kind of like, if I continued to do it, it would be like super repetitive at that point. So, and I had an idea. I'm just gonna set a timer so that I'm trying to do like time blocks when it comes to working on stuff, because I feel like I work better that way. Like songwriting though, I could get, depending on what I'm doing, I could get lost in it. So I want to be able to get like everything I need to get done. So I'm gonna do that. Yeah, so here we go. Starting. All right, so what do I have right now? Okay, I kind of want to move all of this. Ooh, this is hard because like I don't know, there probably is a way to do it, but I want to like insert space in between sections. So I was thinking, in the beginning of the string section, the beginning of the song, I have it doing, let's solo that, just like, simple little things. I'm thinking that'd be cool to like have come off right off of the chorus. I think that would be cool. What else though? I would love to do like a screen recording of what I'm doing, but I'm just kind of copying other elements from there. So I've realized in trying to edit little spots in my songwriting clips that there's often times where I'm not explaining what I'm doing as I'm doing it. And I was wondering if you wanted me to explain more of what I'm doing, or do you want me to like kind of wait until like later when I can actually like reveal like the songwriting process in like a video. Let me know what you want me to do with these clips, because I feel like, I guess for the most part, I'm not giving away my music, so I just kind of show, in the studio, show like the funny things or just kind of what we're working on. There's just like little hints. But as far as songwriting, it's like I can't really explain too much without giving it away. So let me know what you want me to hear, or do you want me to save these for later? All right, so my phone is at 14%. But we're gonna try and do another 15 minutes of songwriting. Today's my day off, and I slept in longer than I probably should have, but I'm just like, I want to keep like a consistent-ish sleep/wake up schedule like throughout the week, but I go into work so early, and so I'm just gonna like do like a couple things and stay up a little bit later than normal, but not like anything crazy. Not that I need to preface any of that, but okay, so where we left off was working on verse 2, and I just added back in sound, so let's go back to that. Just turn on my timer. Okay, we're gonna make sure these are lined up properly. These are not lined up right. No, they are. It's the transition that I'm like. So I've been trying to like loosely use Logic. I'm trying not to learn too much technical stuff right away, because I feel like for me personally that overwhelms me. So I just kind of work with what I know, and then if I need to learn something, I'll look it up and learn from there, because I feel like that works better for me. I just work on a case-by-case basis, but also that means like there are some steps that could probably be easier for me if I just learned how to do it, like when I don't have like certain things lined up, because I don't have it snapping to the grid, which is basically where it like automatically lines up on the grid lines. And so it's a process. We're getting there. I'm just trying not to, like I said, overwhelm myself, and I shouldn't have to, because there's just no reason to. Alright, so I'm on my way to the studio, and it's raining, which is rude, but it could be worse. It's not like downpouring, but it's not great. So hopefully it's not this bad when I'm driving home, because it'll be darker, but it is what it is. I feel like I could sing today if I wanted to, and I don't know if I want to do that today or not. I'm like trying to like think about what we could do. I know we were working on instrumental stuff last week. Yeah, so we'll see. I don't know. I don't want to like sit here and like think about it, but like on camera. So I guess I'll see you in the studio depending on what we work on. Yeah, so I guess I'll see you then. I like the increase in volume. I just thought it was like, it was just weird. It was too much.
And actually, I did two things because the EQ I put on this makes it quieter. You think that takes care of it?
I think so. So we're working on some instrumental things, some newer instrumental things, and sometimes it helps to like, after we've created some parts, to like call it a day, and then this was us revisiting those parts. It's kind of nice having a fresh perspective on a different day to really see, okay, like that worked, but this didn't quite hit the way I wanted to, so this is what we're working out here.
I think if Sarah did their voice parts, then it's time for you to do your voice parts. Oh.
You're about to duck.
I thought you were going to uncap that pillow again. Where am I at?
You have glasses. So, you're gonna have to tell me if I sound sickly, because I'm in a state of, I have the urge to clear my throat, but when I do, it doesn't. So, you'll just have to let me know if it sounds terrible. Well, I mean, I'm doing what I did before, but I'm just hopefully doing it better. And I'm just gonna record, like, I'm gonna have to record it in 2 goes because I don't have the lungs of a magnificent singer. That's good. I'm only gonna sing through those 2 little spots right there, that pink and that green. I'm only gonna sing through there, just so you know not to carry on. I guess so. Yeah, it was supposed to all be one breath, but I didn't do it. I don't know if I can do it all in one breath. Maybe instead of trying to do all of that in one breath, I can just do half of it, because there's going to be background vocals, and we can merge them. There's one in between. So I could record the first part, then skip, and then the next one. Yeah. Yay! Alright, I wish I could I should have thought about fixing my little stand here before I left. So, just got out of the studio, and we worked on just some adjustments from the instrumental stuff from project number 2 that we were working on last week. And so I'm really happy with the changes we made, and we did some like cool stuff that I'm like really excited about. And then I did some background vocals for project number 2, song number 1, and I feel like I've redone vocals for song number 1 once, like a second time, I guess. I guess I don't know for sure. I'm pretty sure I did it twice, but there's like certain parts that I'm like, ugh. And I think what happens is certain songs, depending on what they are, how long they are, how intense the parts are, I get like, I do like a certain part of the song and I get like, oh, we're doing so good, so I like do the whole song. And I'm thinking for this one, I kind of want to break it up so that I was trying to adjust this, and I don't even know where I adjust it. whatever. I want to break it up and maybe, you know, one recording session, like record like the verses, and then like another one do the choruses, and then another one do the bridge, or even group the bridge with like the verses maybe, just because I want to put in my full effort. And when I'm doing multiple takes, you know, it takes a lot of energy, and I like, you know, I can only sing well for so long, and if I'm working on all these takes and trying to give it my all and do like the best I can, it takes a lot of energy. And so I think it might be better to break it up that way. And like verses are supposed to sound different from the choruses anyways, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. So my goal, I think, for next week is to do the verses and maybe possibly even start the background vocals for song number 5. I've been like really like nervous about doing those, but I'm thinking it might be easier to do those once I've been doing other vocal takes, because then I'm already like achieving good vocal takes. So I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah, so I'm gonna be practicing those this week. And yeah, so I'm already like thinking about like we're getting down to the nitty-gritty of these songs, and I'm just like, oh, I just can't wait like to start working on the next thing. And like I'm not like okay, current mood, I'm not fully excited to release them. Like I'm excited, but like I'm excited to work on new music. But I think it's just because it's been so long since I've released music. I released Paralyzed Eyes in 2021, so like it's been a while since I've done that. So it's Friday, so I work for a little bit tomorrow, but like the weekend I'm gonna be trying to work on the next like real steps when it comes to working on releasing. So, but I'm so excited because I've been working on a song that I want to put on my next project potentially, and I'm just so excited. Like I just love the process of making music, and I love bringing in a new song. And it's especially cool because the song that I'm working on, I have put an extreme amount of effort into, and there's so many different instruments and layers, and I'm just really excited to present it. But yeah, okay, I guess that's it for now. I gotta focus on the road. Thankfully it is not raining at the moment, so yeah. So I guess I'll see you all in the next whatever. Hello, it is very cold outside, and so cold that like the cracks in my house are really not great for keeping the heat. But I'm going to work on some songwriting. I am still working on, as I'm writing this song sonically, the one that I've been writing, the more I've like gotten ideas for other songs, and I've had this like new, not necessarily new, but over time, like sometimes it's hard for me to listen to new music because I find myself comparing myself, because I'm just thinking like, oh, my lyrics aren't good enough, or my this isn't good enough, or that, you know what I mean? So I often don't listen to new music, or I have to listen to it when I'm in a good mood. And so now I'm kind of getting to the point where I'm getting a new strategy for that, and just saying, okay, and before it was kind of like, well, I can only write what I can write, blah, blah, blah. And that was like, has been not working as much for me. And my new thing is everyone, which this isn't like a new brand idea out in the world, but like everyone has their like niche, or like what they tend to write about. And like obviously most artists have like a variety of topics that they write about, but like for me specifically, I don't write about romantic relationships because I haven't had a lot of experience like dating because my husband is like pretty much the only person that I've ever been with, and it kind of just feels weird to like write about that for me personally. I know a lot of people do like to write about relationships. So when I listen to a really good song about someone who's writing about a relationship, I don't think of it as, oh, I wish I would have wrote that. I just think, oh, wow, that's a really great song. And know that like my music doesn't have to be like that. And of course, obviously I don't want to compare myself to people who write about topics that I want to write about, but just finding what's me and knowing that only I can write what I can write. I don't know if I'm explaining this right. So last off, I've been trying to like maybe trying to fix the lyrics a little bit, but I was getting stuck on this one line, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna skip it, move on. And I kind of have a bridge. I have bridge lyrics that I think I like, and so I was starting to write that instrumentally, and then I kind of like stopped. So I want to like work on that. I'm really hoping. I'm starting to think. Well, okay, I don't want to sound like pessimistic, but I'm starting to think that this song is only going to reach a certain point before I should just bring it in, and then we can add to it from, you know, other perspectives, from like, you know, Kevin's perspective, anything like Sarah can come up with, or even Adam, depending on if I want guitar or not. So it's not to say that I can't do it, it's just to say songs are typically elevated when you have more collaboration. So I want to make sure that I'm crafting this lyrically the way I want, so that I'm not like building a bridge to something that doesn't make sense. Because as much as it's like whatever and it's cool, I want to make sure it like fits. So verse 1, I guess the bridge does work there. So let's see what I could possibly add back in. I don't want to do strings. I really want to add guitar. All right, this is my acoustic. Which I'm using because it has a tuner on it. So today I was on Instagram and I saw this capo that instead of like just holding down all the strings, I would have to show you, but it can hold down one string at a time. And for someone who doesn't play guitar a lot, and as much as I would love to be one of those people that plays a million instruments, I don't have the focus to be able to do that. So I leave that hat to somebody more talented than me, but occasionally I will bring my guitar out to do something like I'm doing now. Okay, first of all, I am so sorry that the audio is so weird in these clips. I'm gonna have to start like plugging in my other microphone when I'm doing this, but anyways, I am trying to challenge myself to incorporate more things that I'm like if that's what I want, I'm gonna figure out how to do it. And so even if I can just create like a basic concept of what I want and then have someone else articulate it better or like play it better than I can, like if I can come up with like a basic guitar part and like kind of what the direction of what I want, then like someone like Adam can, you know, do that and actually play it a lot better than me. So I have been challenging myself more to just try things and not limit myself in any way. Wow. Sure. Last one?
Is that a question?
Yeah.
I didn't hate any of those.
I didn't hate any of them either. I just
Yay!
They sounded softer than I thought. But I'm also trying to like, I think what I try to do is like, I feel I have this underlying belief that I needed like not have, where I'm like, I'm not a perfect singer, so I try to compensate it by like doing unique things with my voice. And I don't have a bad voice.
Right.
So I'm like trying trying to like make myself in between doing like a perfect vocal and a interesting vocal, if that makes sense. Because there can, you don't necessarily need all the uniqueness to like
especially
have it
when you're
come
just
through.
getting the song started. You're just establishing what the melody is and what you have to say. It's good to leave some room for dynamics and character as the song goes on.
Yeah. 4?
These aren't that easy to pick.
Sorry.
Well, at least it's for the good reason. But... 3?
Maybe. Were you gonna say 2?
No. Were you?
I don't know.
You want to hear 2 and 3?
Yeah.
First half of 2, second half of 3.
Sure. They sound different singing them than when I'm listening back.
In a good way?
No.
Oh, dang it.
Oh, like not bad, but.
Well, you know what though?
But like this is, they're not. Nothing's being dramatically done to them or anything. So it's like a fresh vocal in a full song.
But that shouldn't explain why it sounds different when you're singing it. Yeah, let me put because it is a fresh lead vocal group here. Let me get the same crap on it.
Crap.
Yeah.
Ew.
I found your...
Is that my crack? Can we use that for something?
Are you running video right now?
Yeah. Yes, I am. Why did you want me to turn it off?
No, but can we explain to people better what it means when you say you found my crack? Best case scenario, it's drugs. Please explain.
I think you're gonna have to do it.
We have on tape the ankle cracking. We found the crack.
Hope my makeup's still okay. Because that produced a lot of tears.
I made you cry.
It's a good crack.
Oh, I can't wait till Sarah comes back.
Sure, since you hated it. Is that better? Okay. I feel like, because it's so fast, and I know this is my fault, I feel like I'm getting whiplash. Like, it's scary. I feel like when I first started, I was okay-ish, and then I got a little bit better, and now I'm like back to okay-ish / not great. I try one more. 2.
Yeah.
Don't sound disappointed.
You could have made it. No. I had 2 as well, but 3 could have.
No, it couldn't
Made
have.
a run for that. Yeah, I don't know.
Hello, just got out of the studio. I'm sorry I didn't do an intro. Today I did some final vocals for project number 2, song number 1, redoing vocals. And I had only intended to do the verses because I was thinking I wanted to break it up. But Kevin said my voice is really strong, so you should try and do the whole song. And every time I do that, I ended up not liking it. And I kind of like them, so I'm not sure. I think I'm going to reattempt the choruses on Sunday. But I think they're still good. I'm just not entirely sure on a couple parts. But I think I'm just going to reattempt them again, just the choruses. And then I really, really want to do project number 1, song number 5's other vocals, but if I'm gonna attempt the choruses for this other song, maybe it might, well, maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna practice them both tomorrow. Today's Friday, tomorrow's Saturday, and we'll just see where we get. And then we did some mixing on project number 2, song number 2, and those vocals I also am considering redoing. I'm gonna at least try. And then we did some instrumental adjustments to project number 2, song number 5, because there was a little part at the ends that I was like, I don't know about that. And we actually fixed it, because I was gonna try and like write something at home or try to figure something out, but I just brought it up in the studio and we fixed it. So I'm really, really happy about that. But had a lot of fun today. I laughed a lot. I definitely miss them. It's only been like a couple weeks. Like, we didn't go in last week, or I didn't go in last week. So I missed them for a whole week, which this is like one of the highlights of my week. So yeah, that's it for now. And thank God it's not raining. I do not want to drive in the rain, but it's dark, so I'm gonna go now.